Gary Miles Jr. is with us. He is an associate chaplain at the Glencroft Center for Modern Aging. And we're going to talk about ZoeLife. Gary, good to meet you.
Thank you for having me, Bill. Good morning.
What exactly is ZoeLife?
So ZoeLife is our campus culture. This started back in 2018. Going back to the word Zoe, it's Greek. It's in the Bible, John 10:10. It means life, abundant life. In John 10:10, Jesus said, I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. And so that is really the focus of ZoeLife, is for all of our residents on campus to have an abundant life, enrichment, to still have fun, to still thrive, have significant purpose and meaning in their life. And this originated as a fall prevention program because falling for seniors is a very serious thing. It's also too, unfortunately, very common. So wanted to tackle that, but then it just, from there, it grew from our original founder with Steve Heller. It just grew into what we now call ZoeLife, which is the blanket culture for our campus.
Now, just a curious question here. Because of the emphasis on falling, is there a connection to the fact that at a certain point in life, if people are not thriving, not fulfilled, not happy, that they're more prone to falls?
Yes, there is a connection there. One thing that's very important for seniors is to continue moving, to get up and to be active. And that is one of the biggest pieces of ZoeLife. We have 6 pillars. Our first pillar is spiritual, then we have emotional, then our physical pillar, our social pillar, our intellectual pillar, then our vocational pillar, which mainly is volunteerism. But the physical pillar is a big piece where we have different programs, immersion programs as we call them, where residents get to come down and participate in different types of exercise classes. You know, we have fitness, strength and balance, exercising in the pool, strength training, all of these different things to help keep residents moving, but also to keep them safe while they are on their feet as well. So that was a very, very big component of ZoeLife.
Egan, you'll have to tie these two together. So in essence, a body in motion is better than a body at rest.
Yes, in some ways, yes, and as you said, tying it all together about taking care of our entire body. You know, the physical aspect of it. We don't want anyone falling. We want people to be out and active. When ZoeLife first started, the beta tests that Steve Heller ran, you know, with residents were excited when they saw that they could still improve, that it was like, this is still something possible, you know, to thrive, you know, to still do better. Even at the age that I'm at, you know, this is something that is still very possible. And another piece of that is when we talk about purpose. You know, ZoeLife, the mission statement for it is pursuing vitality through a full, active, and purposeful life. So yes, definitely physically purposed, but also too, going back to our spiritual pillar, that being the first one, understanding the importance of our significance. You know, as a Christian-based community, we do tie that to the Bible. Now, not everyone has to agree or believe, but from that, we see the innate value that everybody has. And there are so many different needs that need to be met beyond just the physical, which ties in with our emotional pillar. As the associate chaplain, a lot of times when I'm visiting with people, struggles with loneliness, you know, with connection, you know, with wondering or still having purpose, a lot of that comes up and just needing that support. So ZoeLife really helps to touch in every single one of the areas.
Earlier in the program, Ross Higgins, Senior Director of Campus Life, was on with us, and he likes to describe older people as teenagers with old skin. And so the thing is that I think there are probably more things, Gary, and I get your impression on this, probably more things when you're older that can hold you down or knock you down, and you got to work a little harder to do what you're talking about in regard to ZoeLife. We look at older people as people who are on an arc toward the end, but the reality of it is that could be a very long arc, and in that period of time, they can be doing things that are actually, fair to say, renewing their sense of renewing their sense of purpose, renewing their physical capability, and their attitude through their spiritual life.
Definitely. Speaking about Ross, talking about our social pillar, a large piece of that being our activities, getting out, being active. One of the things about aging is that there has not been a single senior that I have asked that how old do they think they are, that it matches what their actual age is. But also couple that reality with the fact that when you experience a lot of pain getting up every day in the morning, that reality right there, that you know what you want to do in your mind, in your heart, in your spirit, but then the body is just not as willing as it used to be. But to still find encouragement in knowing that you can push through that, through our ZoeLife programming, that you can still improve and do better. We've had a lot of residents who have experienced a lot of pain, who have not come out as much, and as they've given programs a try, coming to the exercises, like using our red light therapy, to help improve their mood and help to deal with pain, that they're encouraged to get out more, to be a part of the community, to see that it's like the debilitation doesn't have to keep them down, that there are still ways for them to heal and to grow and to improve so that they can thrive and flourish in community.
Thrive is a good word, and I think that's got to be a mental attitude on the part of people, because it's so easy if you have physical infirmities, if you're alone, it's so easy to allow yourself to get down. But by the same token, I've said this a couple of times in this program today, you can talk about AI all you want, but that thing that's sitting on our neck is still the thing that is going to guide us. And if you are able, and I'm thinking of your job and everything that Glencroft is doing through ZoeLife and through the events that are taking place here that Ross Higgins and Lish Vasquez are involved with, that I think if you can nourish the soul, nourish the mind, nourish the emotions, it can change a person's life.
Definitely. A lot of times, even just sitting with a resident and me praying for them, that makes such a big difference and impact, with Bible studies and other things that we have going on campus. But tying in with that the spiritual piece, also to looking at our intellectual pillar, another part of ZoeLife is our Glencroft University. So, and this is again about adding purpose, keeping the mind sharp. And we're actually in our fall semester right now. It runs for 2 months. So with our 6 pillars, we have 6 to 8 credits, which is 1 hour per session. Monday through Friday, we have a lecture from 1 to 2 p.m. covering a wide range of things across our pillars. It could be a sip and paint, talks on the Bible, financial advice. Actually, Wendy, who's been on here, she's actually getting ready to do a segment very soon on being your own advocate when it comes to your health, which is something that's very important for our seniors as well. So there's just a wide range of things that we want to, as we nourish the body, as we nourish the soul, also to keep the mind sharpened, continue to help residents keep learning. And as a part of that, when residents achieve enough credits, they get to graduate. Just last month, usually in the month of September, if residents have enough credits, we actually have a graduation for them. It's cap and gown. It's in our performance hall. Our commencement speaker was Eddie Johnson, former NBA professional basketball player, this past month, and there's gifts for them. Their families get to come and be a part of it. We've actually had some residents who got their master's degrees, so it's like they've gotten their graduate degrees, so they continue to want to be educated, to come and to learn, and that's again all a part of that purpose. And when we have purpose, it makes life worth living.
Now, Gary Miles Jr., associate chaplain This is your life's work, I take it. And what does this do for you? We're talking about what it does for the residents who are here, but I would think that most people that I've talked to who are doing something of service, they always come back and say, I get more out of it than they do. How would you view the work you're doing here, and how does it make Gary Miles Jr.'s life fulfilled?
The work that I do, I would say that this is a dream come true. I'm just a year into my position. If you would have told me at the beginning of 2024, because I was actually an activities director here on campus in our skilled nursing facility, if you would have told me I was going to be in this position at the beginning of October in 2024, would not have believed you. I am going to school for ministry, but I did not see this happening like this fast, and it's really fulfilling for me. God has put on my heart a focus and a love for seniors. I never knew about retirement communities. I actually started out here as a volunteer myself, but it was just seeing them and learning from them, and it's like, this is such an important part of our population to know that life still matters. Like you and I, we still want purpose. We still want to thrive. That doesn't change. That doesn't go away. But sometimes we put away our seniors after a certain age, and it's like, we shouldn't do that. So just getting able to see seniors achieve purpose and continue to grow, it's exciting. I'm just happy that God decided to use me to be a part of it.
My wife used to say, "What did you come in for?" Meaning, why are you alive? What kind of work did you come in to do? What mark do you want to leave on the world? Gary Miles Jr., good to talk to you today, Associate Chaplain at the Glencroft Center for Modern Aging. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.